Stop it, stop it. Ladies and gentlemen, bass players from around the world that's watching this, bass players from Pennsylvania watching this, bass players from Pittsburgh. I meant Pennsylvania the first time. I said what I meant. Bass players watching from California to Pennsylvania and beyond. Welcome to the basement. That's Bassmint. Welcome to the Detroit bass players in the basement. And we got a special guest in the house today. Tell us your name, sir.
Gabriel Severn.
Thank you, Gabriel, for shouting. Thank you, I appreciate that. Because we interviewed him 2 years ago in this very spot. And he's allowing us to do this again. But before we get to that, I want to introduce everybody else that's in here in the panel. And we're going to start on my plug hand this time. And starting with, tell us your name, Reggie.
My name is Reginald Canty. I'm the host here at the basement. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, and next to him, tell us your name.
My name is Roderick Lynch. I'm a Detroit bass player. Been playing for a long time. Love bass, love music. We're blessed to be here.
And he's going to give us that interview one day, right?
Oh yeah, it's anytime.
Okay, good. And next to him, tell us your name.
Jason Leopold, California bass player, 18 years old.
And we're going to be getting an interview with him right after we finish with Gabe. And on my fret hand side, we have both of the parents of Gabriel and Jason. And tell us your names.
I'm Willie Leopold, Jason's dad. We're from Santa Clarita. I guess I'm the one who produced this bass player over here, and with his mom, you know. And
You did too.
you know, we're in a room where legends have been. I mean, we're thankful, you know, and blessed, you know, to be here.
Hey, I'm Vivian Severn. I'm his momager. And
yeah,
Did you say momager?
momager. It's great to be back. You guys are the best.
All right, good. And they've told us that many times. So, Gabriel, since you were here 2 years ago, and I'm not going to ask you all of the same questions, but you know my first question is, in case somebody was just born after you were here, we got to put this out here again. When did you start playing the bass, and why?
Yeah, well, originally, when I was a toddler, I was always drawn to the sound of the bass, and when I was listening to music in the car, I'd always point it out. And when I went to my dad's concerts, because he's a trumpet player, I would always point it out. So I guess I was always drawn to the low frequency. And then 5 years later, at 7, I picked up the bass and started playing. Took lessons.
Right. So the crazy thing folks, if y'all don't know who this guy is, just Google a name, and if you like doing research, go to his Facebook page, go to his mom's Facebook page, and scroll down to when they first started. There's a ton of pictures of him as a toddler. Know what the bass is. You know what I'm saying? As a toddler, I seen one picture of him, and he was like a toddler. You know how the suitcases with the pull up handle. He playing. He's using that as an upright.
Oh wow!
And he like a little toddler. I'm like, he's destined for
Right. So he was in the making.
You know what I'm saying? All right. So Gabe, since you've been in the basement 2 years ago, I recommend, if y'all haven't seen it, go check that out. I wanna start like what's been going on since 2017.
I've been playing a lot more. Since then, I got a great endorsement with Ernie Ball. Big shout out to them. And I've been playing a lot more with my band.
And the name of your band?
Teen Town.
How long y'all gonna keep that name? Because y'all getting older. You can use it for 4 more years, but the other dudes is...
Yeah.
You know, you might not have to, because it's got such a
it's based on Jocko.
ramification.
Yeah, it's
I don't think you have to change it at all.
Right.
I just can't see no dudes with no gray beards in a group.
No kids
Oh,
on the block
you know
still
what?
doing
Oh
it.
yeah, you're right. The reunion, you know, when it's like Teen Town. Yeah, I guess it'll
But
still work.
that's a good conversation piece, because the first thing they're going to ask is where the name came from, and that's when you get to tell them we've been playing with since we were that big.
Yeah.
Right, and you can Google them or however you do your research. Go check them out. It's an awesome 3-piece band. Everybody is excellent in the Teen Town band. The keyboard player is phenomenal. The drummer's holding it down, and then Gabriel's the only one to stand up. And do you feel awkward standing up while the other 2 guys is sitting down?
I don't really notice it all the time, but sometimes it feels a little weird.
Yeah, because me, when I play, I actually hide behind that bass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then, but for you, the only one being standing up is like...
The only one being standing up, he's just to be the spokesman of the band. He comes to the mic, tell him what you're going to play, good night, and man, thanks for coming here. Is that all right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I would try to hide and sit down. You know what I mean? I'll tell you, I would try to hide and
That's
sit
what I
down.
did too. I mean, I was painfully shy when I was little, and that's what bass just fit in with me, because I got to stand in the back and nobody paid attention to you.
Right.
That's why a lot of us are so quiet.
Okay.
That's true. That may be true.
What else you been doing since Teen Town? Including Teen Town, I mean.
We opened for Victor at the Berks Jazz Festival.
And for those who don't know who Victor is, who is it?
Victor Wooten.
Classified as one of the best in the world.
Oh,
yes.
What else you guys doing?
We played at the Berks Jazz Festival again since then, and we've just been playing a lot more gigs. So.
Now, the Berks Jazz Festival in Pennsylvania is a pretty big deal. I actually, one of the things that Gabe is neglecting to mention is the Gerald Veasley Bass Boot Camp. Okay, it used to be concurrent with the Berks Jazz Festival at the same hotel. Okay, so it seemed like they're not doing that now. And you got to, were you a guest or a scholarship recipient to handle at the?
Teen Town was guesting there, yeah, and we played a double bill with Kayla Waters.
Okay, now when it comes to the Gerald Veasley's Bass Boot Camp, how many have you attended?
I attended 2, but the year before I went to the expo and met everyone, and then the next year I went and did it. So.
Right. And I'm sure everybody received you very well, right? Because I went to a few Gerald Veasley bass boot camps, and for you young bass players and older bass players as well, I recommend you go check out the Gerald Veasley bass boot camp. It's a 3-day thing. He has some of the best bass players in the world. giving classes, and they even give private classes, and they do clinics. All of them do clinics. I had the pleasure of going several years, and trust me, it's on my resume as an instructor that who I've had instruction under. And I'd say Victor Wooten, Anthony Wellington, and everybody else that showed up. I put them on there. So I gotta read some, folks, for those of you who don't know. Google this young man, see what he's up to. And I'm just read this because bass players are humble. They don't like to brag and say everything they doing. I gotta pull teeth and threaten their lives for them to say who they doing stuff with. So let's say this here. Gabriel Severn learned to love the bass before he could even talk. His desire to master, important word, folks, master every aspect of the bass has taken him on a journey to win 5, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, 5 Downbeat Awards. And he's performed coast to coast, appearing at many notable music festivals with his band Teen Time. Performed alongside several of his musical heroes, including Victor Wooten, Doug Wimbush, Adam Nitti, and Hadrian Farad. He has recorded original music and with prominent jazz artists, and has his music played on the radio around the world. The thing that's astonishing about this is that the boy ain't nothing but 14 years old. I mean, excuse me, the young man, he's only 14 years old. So, and it's almost like he's just getting started. Do you feel like you just getting started?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't been playing as long as other people I know of, so yeah, it feels like I'm getting started.
Yeah, so who are some of your favorite bass players? I know you like a ton of them, man, but who are some of your favorites?
Definitely Victor Wooten, Anthony Wellington, Hadrian Farad, Federico Malaman. There's a great bass player in Brazil, Junior Braguina, Henrik Linder of Dirty Loops, John Patitucci. There's a long list.
How many of them have you had the chance to meet?
I think I've met all of them.
See, you see what I'm saying? I've seen a picture with you with all of these wizards on bass. I actually, when Gabriel came here 2 years ago, I had to check after he played and did his intro and outro with us. I had to play his bass and check to see if it was a magic bass. You know what I'm saying? He just fooling us all. It's not a magic bass. That's actually him. He's the one, the wizard on the bass. And all of those guys you named is like wizards, man. I seen you in a photograph with all of them. And they acknowledge him as an up and coming. You know what I'm saying? And did I see you with the Mohini Day too?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And she's like a killer.
She's awesome.
She's a beast. And how about Michael Pepaquia out of Brazil?
I haven't gotten a chance to meet him, but we follow each other on Instagram.
Everybody follows you, Gabe. You know that. I mean, go to his Instagram. What's the name of your Instagram page?
Gabriel Severn Bass.
And your Facebook page?
I think it's the same.
Okay, you lucky you didn't have to put numbers behind it because they don't like. Some people have.
Ladies,
come on in and have a seat and join our live interview in progress.
Okay.
So we got another guest that just popped in with a bass guitar. Tell us your name, brother.
Derek Thomas.
Derek Thomas, welcome to the basement.
Oh,
that's BASSMINT. You can see I hadn't did this in a minute. I done forgot my flow. But look, anyway, so Gabe, what else was I gonna say? Well, so what else you been doing, man?
Well, very recently, I got this beautiful fretless bass.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, just push it down, down. There you go.
From Paul Larray, or Lariat. He's a French luthier, and this is a stock design called the Stega, but I picked out the woods and everything, but it's great.
So not only are you learning to play the bass, you learning about
Bass design.
bass building, bass woods, all of that stuff interests you?
Yes, definitely.
Well, that is awesome, man. That you and you like that design too.
Yes.
I mean, it looks good. You know what I'm saying? Is it light?
Fairly, yeah. Because I mean, there's space.
Now, how do those knobs not interfere?
No, because usually I play right here, so it's actually in some ways easier to switch controls instead of reaching down. It's just
That's pretty good. So, the bass you just put down, what kind was that?
Yeah, this is a Ernie Ball Music Man bongo 6-string.
Well, how many basses do you have, brother?
I think I'm up to 11, maybe.
What's your favorite?
I like different ones for different things because you know, fretless is a very different sound to fretted. You can do a lot more on fretted basses. So it depends on what I'm doing. When I play like Jacko kind of stuff, definitely the fretless. But when I do more solo chords, it's got to be the 6. And then when I do slap, I like to use my Stingray 5-string.
Okay, yeah, I guess that's almost asking who is your favorite child, almost, right? You know? Well, I like his answer though. Now I need to hear parents say that. If somebody asks them who's their favorite child, it's like, well, I like them for different reasons. I like them all for.
This one cleans up the room real nice.
Yeah.
This one gets good grades.
This one I want to put in there. Anyway.
So look, man, you might as well put the other one back on because you know we're gonna ask you to close out with that, unless you wanted to close out with the bongo.
No, it's fine.
So yeah, 'cause I didn't want to keep you, but I did want everybody to know how they can contact you if need be. They can do a Instagram, Gabriel Severn. They can do a Facebook, the same thing. And Severn is the regular spelling of Gabriel, and Severn is spelled Severn. And you have a YouTube channel as well?
Yes, that's Gabriel Severn Bass.
Okay, so folks, basically just Google, or you know, that's a new word, just Google it, but there's other search engines as well for those who against the crowd. You know, there's always somebody got to move as an individual. Just Google his name and you get all kinds of stuff. You got any other social medias out there?
No, that's about it.
No Twitter?
No.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
Well, yeah, but
very
you're
recently.
not very active.
I'm not very active on it.
Yeah, me either. I got a Twitter too, but I don't use it either. But look, man, like I said, I didn't want to keep you, but before you leave today, hopefully I can get you and Jason together.
Absolutely.
For sure.
To do something. I don't think we're gonna be able to do it though, because Reggie only has one input on his bass.
You can use, if you want to use one, you want to use that up there.
We'll check it out. If it don't sound right, I'm not gonna be happy about it. But look, why are you here? We've already interviewed you 2 years ago. Why are you here today?
Well, yesterday was the Detroit Bass Day, and I performed with Jason there, and at the end got to play with Nate Watts. So we figured, and I'm visiting family in Ann Arbor, so we figured I could come down to the basement again.
Right. So folks, you hear that, visiting family in Ann Arbor. So technically, since his mother is from Detroit-ish,
Right.
you know you're a Detroit bass player by birth. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Second gen Detroit bass player by birth. Okay, so yeah, for those who might know about this, we had what's called our annual Detroit Bass Day, where we do. Hopefully, I'm putting inserting pictures while I'm talking. We do this every year we take a picture in front of the Motown Museum. Thanks to Reginald Canty for continuing that tradition since 2011? 2013. Actually, it was founded by a dude named Craig Stoney, but he doesn't play. He doesn't do the bass thing anymore. What's the word?
Actually, he's 12. He's 12.
He gave it to us as an inheritance. So me and Reginald have the Detroit Facebook page now. We're the administrators, but Reginald handles the Detroit Bass Day photo shoot, which was basically called Detroit Bass Player Photo Shoot. But when Kern Brantley kicked in 2013 and wanted to hear all of the bass, you take the picture, you see all of these fantastic basses. He said, I want to see what they sound like. So he created a bass day so we can have Detroit bass players and others come up and perform. And we've been doing that for, I think, 6 years.
Yeah, since 2013. And this would be a good opportunity to say thank you. Thank you, Kern.
Thank you, Kern.
Thank you, Kern. That's real.
And last night, yesterday, we had 17 bass players scheduled to perform. And I was like, Kern, quit being so nice. I'm like, this is going to take all day. You know what I'm saying? But I think by 2 not showing up, it worked out, and we still got out of there on time. In case you don't know where that was at the Aretha Jazz Cafe, formerly known as the Music Hall for Performing Arts Jazz Cafe. And we also got to take a picture. Did you get to take the picture behind the Music Hall?
Yes.
With the Stevie Wonder mural?
Yes.
So you can check that out. It's a new mural. We were kind of like unveiling it as bass players because his bass player was there. His bass player 40 years, Stevie Wonder we talking about.
Yeah, and the artist who did the mural, he was there too.
Was that the dude selling the picture?
No, he wasn't selling no pictures.
Oh, okay. All right. So look, that's why he's here. And how did you feel about that was your first photo shoot in front of Motown with us, by the way. So how was your experience yesterday on Detroit Bass Day with the photos and then the performances?
It was great. Yeah, it was obviously it was really great to be in the picture, and it was a great honor to play with Nate Watts. Like, that was one of the highlights, definitely. Right,
folks. So if you want to see that, we actually live streamed it this year on Facebook, and there's several places you can go to find it. The people that actually live streamed it is a place called Broken Blanket on Facebook. It's a team called Broken Blanket. They live streamed it, and we had some killers out there. We had like Jim Simonson, Larry Lee, Kern Bradley, Reginald Canty, the legendary Reginald Canty, music director at one time for Diana Ross and also for Michael Henderson. Just to drop some names, he's played with a lot more than that, but I just dropped the most popular names I can think of. You know what I mean? And who else did we have? I don't want to leave. Brad Russell. He opened up with a killer. He set the bar so high, but it never wavered because everybody had their own styles and all of that kind of stuff, and worked out. T Money Green was there.
Jerry Bartowiak and his dad, they were killing it. They killed it, man.
And who else was there? Jason? You remember anybody else? Cause y'all had to sit through the whole thing.
The one before me. Was it?
Oh, Rod Derrick. Rod Derrick.
Yeah. We've been calling him Rod Derrick all this time, so it's Rod Derrick.
He was great.
And then another dude named Kamal was before him. And then I'm not leaving anybody off because now it's at the point where I'm leaving one name off. It's just like I'm just totally deleting them from the life. So I'm gonna check this little thing out right quick. Watch this. I'm gonna have it real quick here.
Yeah, check the email. Check that email that Emily sent. She had the whole lineup on it.
Okay, thank you. So Eddie Cohen. See, I was about to leave Eddie Cohen off the list.
Eddie.
Great jazz performer.
Oh yeah.
Can't leave Emily off the list. Emily Rogers played as well. She even put the thing together. And James Simons, I already mentioned him first. And these two dudes, they were there. They did a thing. And Kern Brantley, Takashi.
Yes.
I see. You see how I almost did? I had to get everybody. Takashi.
Right.
It was so many. Sometimes you get amnesia. You know, remembering 17 bass players, and of course Nate Watts and Kern Brantley. And at the end, they tried to get every single last one of those bass players back on the stage. I was like, y'all ain't gonna fit.
Brandon Rose.
Oh yeah, Brandon Rose. He wouldn't schedule it, but he surprised everybody. He came out. That's one of our sons of Detroit. One of our favorite bass players.
Shout out to Brandon.
Yeah. And then y'all got to play with him. Have y'all ever met him before?
Yeah, I met him, man, going on 5 years now.
Yeah, so you was excited about that because he was the young kid that talked about bass player period back in the day. He was like kind of like what you going through now. That's so y'all gonna have little kids coming up to y'all in a minute. They was coming up to you yesterday at the photo shoot like, Gabe, autograph my bass.
Yep, I got it. Reggie signed my bass too. And I got Nate's signature too. Yeah, I got a bass full of signatures. Victor Wooten, Joseph, Reggie, everybody.
I signed my name by Jocko.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of
I had
bass.
to forge his name to put it on there in the first place.
A lot of bass players came up to acknowledge you. A lot of bass players came up to you at the photo shoot to acknowledge you as hey man, I follow you, hey man, nice to meet you, hey man. That's a celebrity bassist right there, man. Anybody recognize you up there, Jason?
Not as much as him, no.
But when you picked up that bass, we had a little jam, we had a little amp set up in the picnic area.
So he got a 2-year jump on you, you know. We just now getting introduced to you. Your name gonna be on that page, and your face gonna be whatever you put up. We putting on that page.
Right. So look, but when he got up, we had a little bass amp set up, a little harky set up, where all the bass players got up and did a little something. Did you get on there and do a little something?
No, I had my little Bose amp with me. So me, William Pope, and because those guys jammed at the table behind all that after everybody got done. We stayed there for about 2 hours. People was coming over there. Matter of fact, we got interviewed by NAACP right after everybody left. So it was pretty cool. Man, I was amazed by that because I was about to go and they like, can we talk to you? And we got a guy from California. So he's going to be on their website. Me and Dave the Painter. I can't remember Dave's last name. They call him Dave the Painter.
Dave Henderson.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so well, as I was saying, I don't know if this is the same angle it was back before it cut off, but watch how I fix it. Watch how I fix it. I'm gonna make it look good.
Okay.
So you, Dave Henderson, and William Pope, who's a alumni here in the basement. Y'all was just jamming up there.
Yeah. Well, Pope was my cousin, so and it's crazy. We didn't find out that we played bass until about 10 years ago.
Wow.
I was in Low Down Sound playing. He walked in the door, and I'm like, "What's he doing here?" He's like, "What you doing in here?" I'm like, "Playing bass." He had a bass for sale in there, and we went to all these family reunions. I knew his brother Greg played drums, but I never knew he played bass, and it was and we just been clowning ever since, man. So
that's awesome, man.
Crazy.
We're gonna definitely have
that good.
We're gonna definitely have to interview you in soon. We about to interview this guy in a second here. And Gabe, like I said, I ain't want to keep you. I'm doing a poor job of letting you go as it is, but you know how it is. So look, man. In closing, and somebody, if while this is viewing, somebody right now is asking me to ask you, what kind of strings you use?
Yeah, So on my bongo and all my other fretted basses, I use custom strings from a French maker, Carlos Pavikic. He's been great to me. He sent me all sorts of different ones. He has my custom gauges, so.
Okay, now when you say custom, what do you mean by custom? So I can get jealous right quick. What do you mean by custom?
It's just I pick out the different gauges for the strings and what kind, like if it's steel or nickel.
And what do you prefer?
Nickel.
You like
I know it.
Yeah.
I know it.
Yeah.
Why nickel?
Just like the sound.
The brightness and
Yeah.
all of that kind of good stuff. That's awesome, man. So you got your own strings. You get free basses. You get free strings. You got a gym shoe contract yet? But you also endorsed by who else?
Singular Sound. Yeah. They make a drum pedal called the Beat Buddy, and
I saw that.
it has I think over 250 different beats. You can change the drum kits. Like they have a Phil Collins inspired drum kit. They have a vintage Ludwig drum kit. They have loads of different kinds. You can change the style. You can change the drum kit. You can change tempo. Everything.
Any other endorsements? What about Mark Amp? Mark Bass.
Definitely. Yeah.
The amplifier company. This one sitting right behind you. They had that specially delivered for Gabe before he got here.
Yeah, they did.
7 years ago. We knew you were coming, so we got that amp 7 years ago,
Can I
man.
ask them a question?
Oh yeah, that's also a part of it. I forget stuff. We've been doing this for years.
So what gauge strings do you use for like each string? I'm just curious.
I don't actually remember.
Oh, okay. Because I know I changed my low B to a 105 or 100.
Why you want that?
To 40 gauge, because it's a different sound. Yeah, it gives me a lot more response versus the heavier gauge strings to me.
Okay.
So all my spaces, I changed the gauges to 40 G string and a 105, 100
For the B
string.
string.
Yeah.
Wow,
That's-
that's a dead B string.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it sounds great.
Sounds
I love
different?
it. Oh
Okay.
yeah, I love it. That's why I was curious about what gauges you use. 'Cause,
Yeah, I know my
I never
B
challenged
string.
that.
My
You know,
B
I just-
string's about 120.
my
I usually go
string,
from 145
95.
down to 130, and whatever they get is, I just try to make it work. I never thought about trying to do custom gauge to what I didn't
Right.
have money for
Okay.
that.
Well, I don't think it would cost that much to get custom gauges. Gabe, what's the name of the company again? That
Carlos Pavikic.
okay, y'all go check that out.
Okay.
And anybody else have any questions for this fine bass player?
What's the biggest show you ever played?
Biggest what?
Show you ever played?
Oh, how many people or the actual
The actual venue.
show?
Yeah.
Okay, probably the Berks Jazz Fest opening
okay.
for Victor.
Alright.
Yeah,
Yeah, I love Victor. He's such a cool guy.
What venue was that at?
Berks. It was at a little theater in Reading. So.
The theater in Reading. What's the name of the theater?
Miller Art Center.
Oh, Miller Arts Center.
Okay, cool. All right, anybody else have any questions for him? Okay, well, I know I'm forgetting something. It's going to be in the comments. So, Gabe, you got to check back in the comments periodically and answer these folks. Which you don't mind doing unless it gets overwhelming. You know what I mean? So, look, in closing, anything you like to say that's different than you said 2 years ago when you were 12?
I don't remember what I said, but just thank you for having me here. It's been really great.
Thank you for coming, man.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for coming.
Okay, those were the exact same words he did 2 years ago. Watch, I'm gonna put them back, put it on here so y'all can see.
Okay.
Is there anything that you would like to say before I let you go?
Thank you for having me on this
You're
show.
very welcome, man. You're very welcome.
You're very welcome. But look, thank you for coming to the basement, and can you just play us out, man?
Yeah.
Gabriel Severn, folks.
All right. Yeah.